Good evening, everybody. 11:20 here in Australia. A little bit sleepy, but anyway, I think it's a good time to do this. It's been a good day today. I'm not actually working at the moment, which is pretty awesome. Went down for a swim at the art centre with my daughter, sat in the sun. It's still about 25 degrees here, mid-April. Just kicking into autumn here. But it's really nice. You get to spend a lot of time together, and me, my wife, and my daughter, we hang out, did some shopping. Not a lot else. Went and checked out a house to move to, but yeah, it's not a bad thing actually. These 6 months where you're supposed to be in lockdown, and yeah, things are getting pretty easy here. So one thing which was interesting that's been shut down and not allowed at the moment is weddings. Weddings. No one can get married, or well, they can't have ceremonies anyway. And so just continuing on what we did with the last one, the last topic about festivals and celebrations, weddings is probably one of the biggest celebrations that we have as humans. And at the moment, I think there's a maximum of 4 or 5 people that can attend your wedding. So, you usually don't want that. Weddings in general are usually pretty fun. Everyone gets on it, gets on the booze. There's a few nerves around. This reading that I'm going to do is actually about wedding speech. It's a wedding speech. Someone's giving a talk at a wedding, so I'll go through it and see if you can understand. Ladies and gentlemen, according to long-standing tradition, I now have to make a speech, but it'll be very short, so here goes. I never thought Jim would ever get hitched, but he's finally decided to tie the knot. Yesterday he was suffering from pre-wedding nerves, but today he looked calm and happy as he and Sally were joined in matrimony. So now I'd like to propose a toast to the bride and groom. Please raise your glasses to Sally and Jim. May they have many years of wedding bliss. Pretty tame wedding speech, I think. There's a few expressions in here. A long-standing tradition, something that has been a tradition for a long time. Get hitched. Get hitched is another way to say get married. Same as to tie the knot. You have 2 pieces of string, you tie them together, tie the knot. What else was there? Joined in matrimony. Same thing, to get married. So they've gone through and explained a few different ways that you could say to get married. Making a speech. I've made 2. I've got 2 brothers. I made a speech at both of their weddings. I have to say it was pretty good. Both of them. But it's funny, I think my job as an English teacher, standing in front of people all the time, sort of prepared me for that. But it is different when you're standing in front of your peers and your family and your friends, and you got these people who can actually understand every word that you're saying. You do need to put a lot of thought into it. The one that I just read was pretty bland. I mean, you could say this at anyone's wedding and no one would know the difference, right? But I think it's good to have a crack. If any of you and your friends are going to get married, put some thought into it. It's a lot of fun. It's a good memory, actually. And I just have one bit of advice. If you do start your wedding speech with a joke, which a lot of people try, make sure it's good. Or if it's not good, make sure you're able to laugh at it and say, geez, that was pretty crap. And you'll probably get a laugh out of it, because if you don't, you'll get nervous and you'll fall apart, right? Once you start bad, it's hard to get it back. You start good, then you're on your way is up. It's awesome. Yeah, so I'll put this on. I'll put the link down in here. try and listen to it, try and understand. Just try and do the dictation first and then see how you go. And of course, give me a call. We have chats about this. So yeah, feel free to contact me and see if you want to have a chat, practice your English. Cool. Peace.